Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Wrath of the Righteous with me, Bregaton. Before we continue further into the shield maze, I want to take care of Camelia's demon plague. So I'm looking at my companion's lore religion, because that's a skill that determines if treat affliction is successful. You also need a first aid kit to use it now. Did not expect to succeed, but I'm glad that we did.
I'm gone.
When the game first came out, first aid kits weren't incorporated, so you could basically use treat affliction as many times per day as you liked, except you can only use it on a character one time per day, so you can't keep spamming it until the affliction is treated. Now there's also a resource tied to it.
I am helpful, am I not?
Base relief of Baphomet, Demon Lord, Lord of the Minotaurs, and Lord of the Labyrinth. Also, Lord of Losers, as we'll see.
I was never good at stealth, but
I want to stealth up here just a little bit, because there's a couple wizards here and I want to charge them down and take them out first.
together we stand.
It's time to act.
I heed the voice of the spirits.
A goat, a
This
lizard,
will be
and a
quick.
human enter a tavern. What'll it be? The bartender asks. You've crossed the wrong mountain.
No glory without risk.
Don't hold back.
So these neophyte wizards will cast Magic Missile, which is a guaranteed hit because we don't have anything like the shield spell available, and no way to avoid that damage. Also, I'm going to leave all this loot behind. I'll grab scrolls and potions as I go. All this other equipment's going to bog us down and possibly over-encumber us. And at the end of the dungeon, you have the option to grab it all before you leave anyway.
Follow if you dare.
Alright, 75% chance of succeeding. They also added an armor penalty to lock or to trickery checks in general, both traps and locks. So went up by 10%. So outside of combat, you can just take your armor off,
Appreciate this.
do the trickery check, and then put it back on. In combat, you're out of luck.
There's something here.
So ideally, I take my armor off,
helpful,
and
am
then
I
I
not?
disarm that trap, and then put it back on, but I wasn't too worried about
I'm
it.
off.
I'm more concerned about locks, because if you fail, I think it's 5 or greater. It could just be greater than 5. So say it's a DC of 17, and you roll a 12 or less. It'll jam the lock. You can still open it up by bashing it, but that destroys the items inside.
I do what I must. I am never
Open
wrong.
your heart
A
to me.
bright future awaits us.
Doubt is the heart's greatest challenge.
You can trust me.
We will win this war.
We should move.
I'm all ears.
Aha! A test of my abilities.
Well,
Actually, let's grab this glaive. I have an idea.
not this time.
A shelf chock full of old, moldy books.
Can't hide from me.
I'm gone.
And this is why I grabbed the glaive. Tome of the Minotaur, Sermons from the Labyrinth. O mighty be our Lord, formidable and sublime. His body is a bastion of flesh rising up above all Minotaurs. His head with the visage of a goat, is crowned with horns of flame. His shoulders and raiment are emblazoned with great runes telling of his wisdom and might. In his hand he wields Azergal, his death-bringing scarlet glaive. Its dark blade cleaves and torments those who cling to false virtues and who grovel before gods. Hail Baphomet, hail Lord of the Beasts of Golarion, and Lord of the Labyrinth. Wonder how David Bowie feels about that. Hail the scions of Baphomet, the mighty host, uncountable in number. I speak the truth. Bow down before your Lord and Master, and let his will lead ye. Worship at his feet, and ye shall receive what ye desire. You'll notice down here that we learned something new from this book. We get to our character sheet. Abilities, special abilities, you'll see it listed here. This book grants a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls with glaives, as if the affected creature had weapon training with glaive. The 2 to 12 versus 1 to 10, which is 2 to 11 with the buff we just got. Now, unfortunately, the books you learn things from only apply to your main character. So it's going to have the same attack bonus because we get the +1 from weapon focus. 1 less max damage. So arguably it's not worth it, but it is a reach weapon. But it will be enlarged for the important fights, so we'll keep the Earthbreaker for now.
We do it my way.
Because of the higher potential damage. At this point of the game, every single point of damage counts.
Weapons, spells,
What's on your
poisons. The
I
art of
wonder.
killing is so diverse these days. A shame one life
No
is
reason
not
to
enough to
pause.
master them all.
I'll watch your back.
You
Save
won't
the last one
survive
for me.
Strike!
Endure this!
Lance stares at the dead mongrel with sorrow in his eyes. Hovland. His name was Hovland. Did you know him? Yeah. He's not from our tribe, but we're both hunters, so we'd cross paths from time to time in the cave passages. We'd share news and leave supplies for each other. Then he just disappeared. Lan frowns. He used to talk about wanting to try his luck in the maze. I thought he was long dead. If only he had been. Why would mongrels attack us? Aren't we all on the same side? Something's wrong with them. Look. Their bodies. It's like something's eating them from the inside out. Sure, maybe these guys just ate something weird, or having an off day. But I think something drove them out of their minds. Or someone. Seems like this shield maze of yours is crawling with cultists. How did they get here? I have no idea. This is my first time here too. Maybe they fell down here the same way you did. Lance shrugs awkwardly and looks away. Wonder comes here all the time. I'd ask her about it if she were here. Come to think of it, where is she? Now let's go. This place might be even more dangerous than we thought. And there I was hoping that we'd be the meanest things in here. Lan's laughter sounds strained. These mongrels and cultists. Now that I did not expect. I need to find out what's going on here. The bloodstains still mar the ground. Around them are comfortable benches with pillows. Someone clearly enjoyed watching others suffer. Alright, 80%. 90%.
I am helpful.
Another first
Am
aid
I
kit.
not?
So now we can
Always
try
be
treat
ready for the
affliction. Well,
worst.
you'll see here we can't cast on Camellia again. It's already been casted on her once today.
Follow if you dare.
Make note of these portraits. They're used for a puzzle later. If you happen to miss it because your camera's angled the wrong way, you'll have to do it with trial and error, and that can take a very long time. Speaking from experience.
What's that there?
I'm off.
I was never good at
I
stealth,
heed the voice of the
but I'll
spirits.
try.
Aren't we in trouble yet?
I'm always ready.
So the Cultist champion is pretty tanky for this stage of the game.
I will help where I can.
You can trust me.
My skills are absolute.
Doubt is the
Their
hardest
life
force
ends
to
here.
The world in crimson! So this is how it feels? Open your heart to me.
Let's have Camellia fight defensively. She's not doing a lot of damage anyway, since she doesn't have the strength to do a lot of damage.
Rely on me.
We'll have Seela be a little bit more offensive.
Well,
So I don't think I've read this yet. So fighting defensively, they can choose to take a -4 penalty on attack rolls and combat maneuver checks to gain a +2 dodge bonus to your armor class. You have 3 or more ranks of mobility, which Seela doesn't. I need to give that to her. You get a +3 dodge bonus to armor class when fighting defensively instead.
what's on your
And
mind?
she already
I
has,
wonder.
well, 3 or more in mobility, so she gets that extra +1 to dodge when fighting defensively.
I'll watch your back.
Matritium Turinos. Matritium Turinos.
I hope you appreciate this.
Okay, this is an upgrade for Seela. The Masterwork weapons give you a +1 to attack. Now she has +7. I'll never put her armor back on. She may have not lost all that health in that fight.
I am helpful, am I not?
I found something.
I do what I must. I'll take care of it.
A bright future awaits us.
I heed the voice of the spirits.
Meditate on your mistakes. It might make you feel better.
It's time to act. This will be quick.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Can't hide from me.
Oh, some soft cheese. What every adventurer needs.
I am helpful, am I not?
I'm gone.
An opposite system of aqueducts channeling water from the river into the city. They were seriously damaged in the earthquake. Well, I guess earthquake is one word for it.
We should move.
Together we stand.
I am never wrong.
You can trust me.
We will win this war.
I'm always ready.
I'm all ears. Make every strike count.
Heartbeat quickens.
This will leave a bruise.
You should have run!
Open your heart to me.
Matritium Turinos.
I will help where I can.
Alright, there's a pretty nasty fight in this room.
We do it my way.
I'll put Sela in the front. Is the most armor class by 4. Well, technically by 1. You don't see you fighting defensively here until combat starts.
Rely on me.
One with the shadows.
No reason to pause. Together, we stand.
I'm a little scared of the brutes.
What's on your mind? I wonder.
My skills are absolute.
Keep misclicking. Gotta click on the portrait instead.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel. Yet another obstacle.
A mere flesh wound. Could this happen?
This pain is excruciating.
Did you see that?
So this is how it feels.
Okay, that could have gone much worse, so I'm happy with the results.
Follow if you dare.
Alright, so we didn't identify it. This is a Ring of Protection +1. It gives you a +1 deflection to your armor class, which does not stack with Shield of Faith. Could give it to Camellia instead. That actually put her on the same armor class as Sela. Unless I have Sela fight defensively. If I do that, I'm losing out on quite a bit of offensive power.
I'm off.
A bright
I'll
future
take
awaits
care of it.
us. We will win this war.
Alright, Hand of Hosilla and a Neophyte Fighter. Take out the
Well,
Cleric
Are we in
first,
trouble
ideally.
yet?
We should move. This spell works differently. This will
They will
hurt!
break against our resolve.
Don't hold back!
so this is how it feels.
You won't survive me.
The light, take you!
Alright, Hosilla's orders. Follow these simple rules or you'll die. 1. Don't bother me unless strictly necessary. 2. Keep the door to the shrine locked with the key I made. I don't care which one of you two holds on to it. You tear each other to shreds over it for all I care. 3. Don't even think about setting foot in the ritual chamber. Ever. 4. Keep the door to the unfinished section of the maze locked at all times. As a reminder for you feeble-minded vermin, the entrance is sealed using the hidden lever, the torch on the wall next to the door. The door itself is in the room with the blood pool where I sometimes relax. 5. Do something about that darn water elemental already. Do whatever you want with it, just make sure it's gone by tomorrow. 6. Find a better hiding place for the paladin's sword from the surface. I'll deal with that later. 7. Remember that your life means less than nothing to me. I have plenty of people vying to become the Hand of Hosilla.
Interesting.
And a breastplate.
It's time to act!
I heed the voice of the spirits.
I will help where I can.
I am never wrong.
This will last for 20 minutes if I pop it now. We have 2 nasty fights I'm going to do next, so... go ahead and do that. A few potions of enlarged person. I'll use one of those now.
I do what I must. I'm always ready.
You can trust me.
Rely on
Open
me.
your heart to me.
Together we stand.
My skills are absolute.
Doubt is the heart's
We
greatest
are the
killer.
light. They are the darkness. Into the fray.
Endure.
Am I at my limit?
Hang in there, Melia.
So this is how it feels.
Strike!
Yeah, so that can happen pretty easily. Enemies here can crit. I think I've seen up to like 28 or 34 damage or something. You don't have that much hit points.
Uh-oh. Could this happen?
Good job, Lan. I'll take him out by yourself.
Make every strike count.
So unlike this guy, we do get 2 attacks per round. But we are hitting less often. There we go. Alright, so Sela did die. But we have the means to remedy that with Trendalov's Scale. Now, if you want to unlock the Gold Dragon Mythic Path later on, you need one of these in your inventory. But we can use one now to bring her back. She will suffer a negative level. Normally it's 2 negative levels, but she would die again if that applied, so... I think, unless Trendalov's Scale is unique in that it's only 1 negative level. Yeah, so you just can't have 2 negative levels when you're only level 2.
I'm gone.
It's a bit unfortunate that happened, but
I'll take care
we'll
of
be
it.
alright. It's really unfortunate that it happened before the next fight.
I'll watch your back. What's on your mind? I wonder. I hope you appreciate this. I heed the voice of the spirits.
What's that there?
Alright, some unique armor. We didn't identify it. I think it gives you 2 armor class when fighting undead. Which doesn't help out a lot in this dungeon, but in Act 1 there's a few areas where you fight a bunch of undead, so it's pretty useful. Also better armor class than the chain shirt. The chain shirt gives you more max dexterity to your armor class, but you get more armor class in general from the scale mail.
We do it my way.
I am helpful, am I not?
Alright, there's a pretty nasty fight in this room.
There's something here.
It's the secret boss. I guess one of, two secret bosses in Act 1. So this is technically the prologue. So we need buffs.
Well, it should work. Is it flawed? Open your heart to me.
A bright future awaits us.
It's time to... This spell works differently.
Meditate on your mistakes. Might make you feel...
Do not fear! Do not waver!
Nice.
Follow if
That
you
could be a pretty
dare.
nasty fight if you're not prepared for it.
Now what is that?
But I don't hold anything back when it comes to that
I'm
fight.
off.
Use every buff that I can. A kitchen smelling of burnt fat and garlic. Food is clearly cooked here in vast quantities.
I do what I must.
We also got this ring. It's not very useful at this stage of the game. It gives you a +1 bonus to saves against ice effects. And the water elemental is the only creature that has any ice effects in this area. You could sneak past him to grab it and then fight him. But I don't think it's worth the hassle.
I'm gone. I am never wrong.
Did we find trouble?
No glory
They did.
without risk!
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
You should have run!
Your pain is my pleasure.
This will hurt!
I'll cut you wide open.
You won't survive me.
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
I'll watch your back.
We do it my way.
I am helpful, am I not?
Follow if you dare.
Alright, we clear out this tiny room real quick.
I'm all ears.
Let me draw the first blood.
Endure this!
The spirits demand your blood!
Into the fray!
Don't hold back!
Another one of these cultist chumps.
Make every strike count.
There we go. And Lando's turning him into a pincushion, but he just couldn't finish him off. Alright, an almost new diary. The diary contains only one entry, on the very first page. Life is crap. My brethren, although what kind of brothers are they really, are having a great time up on the surface. I'm stuck down here with Hosilla the Nightmare and the mongrel scum. Sorry, I lost my spot. And to top it all off, a pipe sprung a leak. An elemental is smashing up the kitchen. Hosilla is sending it to slaughter everyone it meets in the maze's passageways. All I can do is hide around corners, under beds, and in cupboards. I don't want to die. This isn't how I pictured it, serving Baphomet. This isn't how I pictured it at all.
I'm off.
Well, 3 of the harder fights are taken care of.
I do what I must.
We still have a couple hurdles to overcome before we finish the shield maze, but we should finish it next time, I think. But for now, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.